Hello, guys. This is James, my best buddy.
Hello, good morning. Tamaha McDonald here. How are you?
We're Xanadu Beach Club chat, and we're doing an episode by the beach today in my house.
Yep.
And our episode is Life is Better by the Sea. My wife's pillow here, and we're going to talk. We're going to talk about how it's better to live on the ocean and what's enjoyable on the ocean and all that. And we both lived here for a while, and so we have a lot of experiences we're going to go over with you today.
Yeah, sure. Pretty much talk about what brought us both to Chilem. Talk a little bit about my experience of coming here and my reasons for coming to Chilem. Actually, it was around medical reasons for my wife, and we were originally up in Mexico City there, and we were advised by her doctors that the need to move down from the altitude and to go live somewhere at sea level with clean air, sea breeze, and a little bit more of a slower lifestyle. So I actually started looking into it. We both wanted to stay in Mexico. We wanted to continue to live in Mexico. And as I started researching everything, I came across the Yucatan first. And then I narrowed my search down even further to Chilem, which is where we are right now. And actually, that's how we first met.
Yeah. So you came down here for the good air, good weather, and the main thing, it was reasonably priced.
Good price. Yeah, all of those reasons coming down for, that medical reasons. And as you say, it's a good pricing. I looked into going to Cancun and Quintana Roo, the other side there.
Yeah.
But the cost, it came in.
It's restrictive. Yeah, it's more than the U.S. You got to have a drink and all that. But that's just similar reasons. I didn't have a sick one in the family. I love going out to Jen. But no, we had always dreamed about having a house on the ocean, and my dad had always talked about it. And when I was a kid, we looked at a million houses, and me and my wife looked at a million of them, and finally this fit all the boxes. Was reasonably priced. It's in a beautiful area, nice people like we always talk about. We can afford it. And, it was close enough to home, too. This is only a short flight from my place in Detroit. So, you're talking 2 hours and then another hour and a half flight, and I'm here, So it filled all the boxes. But this episode, I wanted to talk about, when we're here, what are we going to do? And the fun things we can do and stuff. Why you want to be here? Your whole life you work, save some money, and you get here. What's going to happen? What kind of fun are you going to have, and what's available to do and stuff like that? And what do you like about doing stuff around here?
One of the things I like about the beach communities is they're a close-knit community.
Yeah.
There's plenty of expats here from various countries, but they're a lot of fun. You and I were talking about actually one of the first times we met over here at El Martini Park locally in the beach community there, and that's when we started to get to know each other. But remember the live bands, rock music, local music. It's just always a lot of fun, a lot of activities, a lot of events, local fundraisers, helping the local community stuff. So I enjoy the beach community.
So when you come down here, it's a different vibe. Yeah. There's these bands that play all over Merida and the beach community, and they come play the always tongue-tied here.
There's a joke.
The cantinas or the bars on the beach here, and they're always playing 70s, 80s, and 90s music. Mm-hmm. And we don't have that back in the States, that live music. We just don't have it anymore. So we can go to a local bar, and we can get a cerveza or beer for 45, 50 pesos. Mm-hmm. Margarita, 50 pesos. I mean, that's nothing. It's cheap. In Cancun, how much would a margarita be? 200-300 pesos? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, higher.
Yeah, but you do that here, you listen to a great band, and then all these people we're talking about, the expats that are down here, you have Canadians, you have Americans from all over the place, you have Europeans from all over the place, and everybody's down here. They have a fun time and meet new people and all that. And sometimes in life, you go through, you work a lot and you're not making any friends. Then you get older and you're in your 50s like me, and I have no more friends because I worked my butt off and no friends. I come down here, got a lot of new friends.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so you're able to get out and amongst the community, enjoy the local community. Another thing we talk about, Jim, is Merida. There's another city there with a lot of activities. There's live music always happening there. Live concerts, big concerts. Now some of the major bands are starting to come through.
Well, there's a huge arena on the main road going into Merida. Huge arena, and they've had big bands from the States and all that. So the entertainment value, if you go a little bit farther into town, it's great. But I'll be honest with you, besides getting groceries once a month, I really don't like to go into town. I like to stay here and listen to the bands. And then the other thing too, when you have a house on the beach or you live on the beach, everybody wants to invite you to show you their place. Whether it's a house or a condo, doesn't matter. Everybody's having a party. So like every week, it's like we're in high school again. My wife's like, oh no, we got to go to this party. We got to go to this beach party. And oh, they're going to have this. They're going to have that. It's like high school all over again, So if you missed out on that, this place, you can have a lot of fun, meet a lot of people. And there's always a party going on. And for the most part, the Expect community is very friendly.
Yeah. Two of my favorite things, Jim, by living by the sea is one, the view. I mean, look at that, waking up to this sort of view every day, living on the ocean and seeing that view. It's one of the good things that I like about living close to the water when we have in the past, especially along this whole coastline here. It's beautiful. The other one is the sound.
Yeah.
Listen to that, the sound of the waves coming in every morning as you're waking up, drinking your coffee, enjoying the view. And listening to the sound of the waves. What about that? Start your day.
Yeah, it puts me to sleep. So I hear that noise, and it just puts me to sleep like somebody rocking me to sleep. I sleep better here than I do anywhere, and I don't sleep very good most of the time. The other thing I was going to say, for a lot of the guys out there that have similar problems to me, I have tinnitus really bad from shooting, shooting too many guns over the years. So we have a lot of veterans out there that have different backgrounds, but they have the tinnitus problem and this and that. Our complex, just like my house, we're going to do a lot of things with waterfalls, and so you got that noise always. So all through the resort, just like my house here, I'm going to put waterfalls all over the place. So you have that noise. So people have bad tinnitus like I do. It goes away. It disappears. The other thing is that ocean noise. Tinnitus is the worst while you're sleeping. It's that noise going off, the ringing in your ear. It disappears because you have that background noise. And it's like a lullaby. It puts you to bed.
Yeah, I can remember when we first moved here, Jim, in the first week, that change from living at altitude, Mexico City, and coming down to sea level, the change for my wife and her breathing issues was a huge change. And it was a positive move for us right from the beginning. Coming to a beautiful state like this, Yucatan, and having just this natural life so close to us, clean air and the ocean. It made a huge difference for her and her lifestyle and our lifestyle. And, she was breathing easier living down here. So when we first came down here, they termed us medical refugees because we had to move down from where our normal life was. But for us coming down to Yucatan, it was an easy adjustment. There was nothing difficult at all for us to come here and to start living in this relaxed environment and very healthy for my wife. It was one of the best moves we ever made for her health. And then the other side of it was meeting you and other expats and people here. So, living in the Yucatan has been the best decision for us. What about for yourself?
I think what you're getting at is when you become a local, I call Yucatexans, I call us, or Yucatecans, whatever. I got to make a hat. But the thing that I like is, you start absorbing what the local people do. And the local people are not worried about so much tomorrow. They're worried about, hey, what are we going to do today? Where are we going to go have dinner? It's always a big thing here. Where are we going to eat, right? But it slows down, and you take those things more for granted. And playing with your kids, having that talk with your wife, maybe chasing your wife around a little bit more than normal. It all slows down. You realize, hey, I should do the more important things, the things we forget about back home. But again, it's slower here. The pace, way slower.
Yeah, right. Yeah, slower lifestyle.
Yeah.
More relaxed.
The other thing I was going to bring up, because we are selling condos, at the end of the day, resort condos. I love having a house on the beach. But I want to tell everybody again, it's a lot of effing work. And just today, I have a plumber and electrician coming by because some of the lights on the rental are acting up. Some of the fixtures here in the bathrooms are acting up. There's a short somewhere over here in the fuse box. The pool was giving me a little bit of a hard time today, and I had to work on it. And I got it perfect. Right? Yeah, so maintenance is just the constant thing. So I want to reiterate, bring it up again, and I'm sure they've already heard it from me before. We give you all the good stuff we're talking about without the negative.
Right.
Like we were saying before, we pick you up at the airport. We bring you to your I'm tongue-tied condo, and you enjoy yourself. And all the negatives are gone. You don't have to worry about, do I have to rent the place? That's gone. Do you have to worry about maintenance? The water here. We have good water here, but there's always a well issue or a pump issue or something. So all that's gone now. You just collect the check, watch your equity go up in your unit, and then have fun with your kids and your wife and enjoy the beach. And just take it easy.
So they get to enjoy it, focus on enjoying the resort and everything it has to offer, focus on the Yucatan, everything it has to offer, and let us, Xanadu Beach Club, take care of the maintenance and the smooth running of not only your condo, but also the resort in general, right?
What I like about this, you don't have to think. Go to the beach, and, let's say you're down there for 2-3 months because you own the unit, stay there and relax. Don't think about anything.
Yeah.
Just relax and let all that poison flush out of your head. And that's why this resort's here. Yeah. To flush all that out and just enjoy yourself. And like I said, put your feet in that nice sand, and it's so soft, and just take a nap, whatever.
Life is good by the sea.
Yeah, life is better by the sea.
We're at the beach, beautiful beach. What's some of the favorite things you like to do at the beach?
I like something that goes fast, so I get jet skiing. I like jet skiing, but a lot of people like called the sailboarding and kayak.
That's right. Yeah,
sailboarding people. They do classes out here, and they get up pretty good speed.
Up. Yeah.
Kind of scares me a little bit, but it looks like a lot of fun. And fishing.
Yeah, I remember the time when you and I went out right down the end there in Land's End. We went out with some locals. They took us out to a spot there. It was a little hidden spot.
So we did a little tour. We did a sunset tour with the local fishermen.
And you couldn't even get there by car. You had to go there by boat by the local guides who took us on a small boat. And remember, they set up a little
camp area for us, made us some ceviche and all that.
And all laid out for us. Remember that?
Yeah. Explain ceviche to them.
Ceviche is like a local dish. It's a seafood dish. It's a mixture of raw. I think it has
whatever they have on hand.
Yeah, it has shrimp, tomato, and onions, squid, lemon juice, all mixed in. It's delicious, delicioso. As they say here.
They just give you a bag of chips, and that's your buffet there.
Eat it on the go.
Yeah,
actually, we took some with us. Remember, we were on the kayaks, and we even had it with us on our kayaks that day when we did that day trip down the end with the locals, and we were able to eat ceviche down.
So 15 minutes away, we're all private, not anybody around us within 1,000,000 miles, and we're just sitting there swimming, enjoying ourselves. Yeah. And You see the dolphins, you see the fish. And as you can see, we're on the beach. And the episode, we're going to be talking about people's fears about moving to another country and buying in a foreign land like Mexico, and the myths and the misconceptions about what you can and can't do about owning a property down here.
Yeah, sure. And I can understand it can be intimidating, right, with the language barrier. And being through it myself, it is a little overwhelming at first. But I will say that we have taken the right steps by joining with some of the local companies that we did, like the lawyers that we're using and the attorneys that we have on board, from people to the design team.
So our attorneys are there, and when you sign up or purchase a condo, they'll start the process for you. So there's really nothing to worry about. And the process goes from purchasing the condo to getting your paperwork for your...
Yes, the fideicomiso with the paperwork.
No, I was talking about the live here.
The residency.
Yeah, the residency card.
Yeah,
so you want a residency card. The lawyer will help you get that started. And the fideicomiso he's talking about is basically to own land in Mexico. You have to put it in a trust. And that's basically what they're calling a fideicomiso locally. Now, a fideicomiso is held by a bank or a corporation, and that trust basically says you own it. So the bank holds it, and you pay them a fee for holding it and advising you. And the trust, you own the trust. And in the trust, you can put in that, hey, I want my son and daughter to inherit the property and all that. And they'll be right in the trust.
Yeah, sure. And that takes a lot of stress out of the owners, right, Jim? Because we're able to connect them with the people that you need to be connected to take care of all those legal matters. Like I said, the attorneys that we work with. And I think that just makes the process more
easier,
for our customers.
There's a lot of misconceptions, and a lot of people are terrified. They say, well, you can't own on the beach. You know, you can't own a house in Mexico. It's not true. And some of the numbers we're going to be talking about, they may have changed, but it doesn't really matter in this context. When I went down for residency, if you owned a house, 60,000 or more, and like I said, the numbers could change, you could get residency. And if you had so much in the bank, you could have residency. And then if you were an older person, you want to retire down here, you showed them your retirement fund, your 401k, you're going to get a pension every month. You show them that, and they get the residency thing started. The main reason you have a residency card down here is for driving, identification. It puts you at a certain tax bracket. The other thing here is if you buy a place on the beach and a house down here, after 3 years, you can sell it and keep all the profit. So as long as you have that as your residency, you're living in it, after 3 years, you can walk away. So if you invested $300,000 and now 3-4 years later, it's worth $600,000, $800,000, you can walk away with that $800,000. Let's say, you're older now, you want to spend more time with the grandkids, you have health issues, can you sell and leave? Well, hell yeah, and you'll be walking away with a bag full of money.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Which is great, because back home you can't do that. They're going to tax you.
So the key points for us is taking the whole stress out of that, setting up all the paperwork that's required so that our customers can own the condos, and also assist them with the whole process of residential.
Yeah, the condo will be deeded in your name.
Okay.
And it'll be deeded in your name down here, and the notary does that.
Okay.
Which is quite interesting. They have this book they open up, and the people that owned it before would sign off. And in this case, it would be us signing off, and you would get deeded that condo with that address. And in the book, the notary, he puts in your name and everything, and he'll even put in there, hey, Billy and Laura, your daughter and son, whatever, they get it after that. And it's right in there in the book.
Yep.
And we don't want to get into the legal stuff too much because we're both not lawyers. But we have 2 lawyers that work for us, Alonzo, and he has an assistant, and they speak English perfectly. They'll help you through the whole process. And other things, other people are asking us, about the details about the project and permits and all this other stuff. Our lawyer has no problem showing everybody anything. I mentioned that in other episodes, but we want to be, perfectly clear with anybody. If you have any questions, they'll answer them and help you out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and that transparency is so important. Jim, we talked about that again the other day. As a foreign investor into this country, we want to make it as stress-free, as hassle-free, as smooth as possible.
We don't want you to worry about it. You got other things to worry about. We want you to get ready to have this beautiful vacation and enjoy yourself. And at the end, we give you an envelope full of paperwork. You put it in your safe. The lawyer keeps another set of it. And that's it. Another thing people always ask about, how about taxes? I mean, am I going to pay a lot of taxes? I live in Florida, and I got a place on the water in Florida. It's $40,000 a year for taxes. What do I pay here? Well, as you can see, we're filming at my house again, and we're on the ocean. My taxes, local and federal beach tax, are now $180 a year. When I first came here, I think it was $65, right? So the feds have raised it up, okay? Please don't tell them to raise mine up anymore. I think, under $200 sounds fair to me.
And that's that we would be taken care of, Jim, or
no.
half of the...
I apologize. We haven't talked about that, but there's certain things you have to pay for. So if you own a condo, you're going to have to pay taxes. You own it as an individual. It's deeded to you, just like you own a house. So you are responsible for your taxes. Okay. You're responsible for your water bill, your utilities, CFE bill, right? And we laugh always down here in Mexico about CFE bill. Can't do anything without a CFE bill. So you're going to have a CFE bill in your name and all that.
Which is for the power.
Electricity, yeah. And the water bill. And I don't think there's any other ones. Maybe... internet. You got to have your internet. So internet I use down here is Elon Musk.
Starlink.
Yeah, Starlink works great. It's like $50-$60. It works, 4 or 5 times faster than my one in the U.S.
Okay, so we haven't talked about internet access out there. We'll have full-time, you're going to get in Starlink.
Yeah, we were thinking to use Starlink and all that. A lot of people having a direct link and good internet is everything. You can't survive nowadays. So a lot of people are like, well, how do I get my work done? I got this office work to do. I need this fast internet. Mexico, you're not going to have it. Not true. No. With the Skynet or Elon Musk's setup, we have better internet than home. You use it to work. You can podcast. Anything you can imagine, you're going to have it there. And that'll be a separate bill.
Okay. And so, you mentioned internet and being able to carry on working there. Just touch a little bit on the workstations that we're going to have there.
So
inside the hotel?
Yeah, the different amenities to make this 5-star resort. One of them is we're going to have a nice office area. We'll have extra computers for you in case you didn't bring your laptop from home. We'll have a whole workstation over there with a printer and copiers. And I'll even put a fax machine in if anybody still uses it. I know a lot of guys that still use them. So we'll have that. But you can have an office away from home. And if you have a meeting or anything, you can schedule with the concierge, the management of the hotel, and you can set up a meeting in that area. And we'll have a meeting hall in there too, where you can meet. And if you have some kind of business you want to do,
Yeah, sure.
you can do it in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you want people to come and enjoy and have a break and relax on vacation. But we also understand that there's an element that requires some people to carry on working. So I think having this workstations
there's always one of those guys in the family that has to work all the time, and you can't stop them.
And you'll be able to continue with your work if that's important to you and necessary.
Well, there's a whole part of the people out there that they work away from home or don't go into the office.
Yeah, home.
So this is almost like a requirement now.
Yeah.
I was going to start talking about some other things there. Now we're going to have an arcade. I'm a guy from the 80s and early 90s, so I like an arcade.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have an arcade in there with pinball machines, and then we're going to have a theater area over there. So if you want to get the kids out of the condo and have a little party, and you put them in their pajamas or whatever, you go down there and watch whatever the movies are now. I don't know. I got 4 grandkids, all girls, and they're into that Disney. It's not ice or they sing and all that. It's ice or something. Yeah, but they're all dressing up like princesses and all that, and they enjoy it. So we'll have an arcade over there. You want to talk about the gym and the spa a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's important. We've talked about all the facilities that we have, but we didn't really talk about what's available for the wives and the women there that are coming.
Oh, we didn't get into too many details either.
No, I mean, so you've got the Bellesa. We're going to have the salon, and where they can be pampered.
Oh, yeah, the women want to get those massages.
Their hair, the makeup artist is going to be on hand. So that's one thing I like about what we're building here with the hotel is it's for the family, because we're going to have the arcade and the fun activities for the younger ones. You've got the cenotes and the tours and all that where you are going to be organizing for all of the family.
But no, what we're getting into is there's plenty of things to do there.
A lot of stuff to do.
So the massages, the spa, get your hair cut. That's great.
Yeah. Without leaving.
You don't have to leave. Yeah, you don't have to leave.
You didn't want to go.
All that. Talk about the pool. The pool's going to be set up so we have a big pool, and where the restaurant area is, it'll be a gathering spot at the restaurant bar there. So you have a swim-up bar that'll hold almost 100 people, which is unheard of. But I want it where everybody can hang out. Mm-hmm. And then the restaurant will have a second level where you can look out in the view, and that's where your regular dining will go. And then, you will have breakfast buffet or brunch every now and then. That'll be upstairs. But the pool will be, big activity for the kids. And we'll have lots of areas for adults at the pool, areas for the kids. We're going to have a few slides here and there.
Yeah.
My wife likes a hot tub. We're going to have a couple of hot tubs. And then late at night, we're going to have a concert. I can't pronounce it. Where you sit down and talk with a fire pit. Okay.
Yeah. I've seen the designs for the swimming pool that we've got. That's fantastic.
Oh, big resort pool.
Huge area for swimming and enjoying the climate that we have here. And it's good for the family. You're going to have activities for the kids to do. There's beach activities that we've got planned out as well, all the way down to jet skis that you said that's going to be available. So
yeah, we'll have jet skis on site. The guys will take you out and rent you the kayaks and the different body boards. I don't know what they're calling them.
Yes, boogie boards, surfboards.
Yeah. We'll have all that available to you, so you don't have to bring one from home.
Yeah, right. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's should be. You have a lot of fun over there.
Yeah. Okay. Again, we'd just like to take the opportunity to invite you over to xanadubeachclub.com. Check out our webpage. Over there, you can get all the information. Our Facebook, all our social media platforms, Instagram, they're all there as well. And we invite you to come here, to come to Yucatan and visit Merida, and come and see us and visit Sisal. We'd love to take you out to the land itself. Yeah, and visit the site. So you get a feel for it and get to understand why we love it here. What else, Jim? What do you think?
Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. And we have lots of episodes coming up in the future. So we have 6 that we've done. Mm-hmm. And we're basically going to kind of go on the road, go on tour and try out the different things around Merida so you can see for yourself. And we're going to go cenote and the big haciendas. There's a big hacienda that has a cave where you can swim through it.
That's really nice. I love that. I've seen that one.
Beautiful. They got great food over there. And a lot of people don't know what a hacienda is, but it's like a farm or a factory farm where they'd make, rope mostly down here?
Yeah, hacienda is a traditional, very big housing.
Ranch farm kind of
style,
thing.
Yeah. And very traditional to Mexico. I love how they are.
And where else are we going to go?
We're going to go back to Sisal. We'll be doing some chat from out at the beach there on the Sisal itself.
Yeah, we'll probably do chat from the beach in the restaurant
and
get some ceviche.
Cenotes and haciendas. So we have plenty coming up. So it'd be good to continue to share our experience of living in Yucatan and our experience of Yucatan and some of the sites. So we look forward to showing everybody.
Well, the other thing I want to do too is maybe the nightlife in Merida.
Yeah,
because the nightlife in Merida is really cool. And the one favorite Italian restaurant I love, I go up on the rooftop and then they have a church. I don't know what they call it, a really big cathedral. They have a cathedral there in the main square, beautiful lights, the sunset, the restaurant's really good, rooftop, very romantic. No girl would say no to you up there,
Sounds good, okay. Hold your word for that one.
Okay, so me and Tom, I'm going to sign out and say,
adios, hasta luego.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, thank you.